Happy Thanksgiving, Forrest. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was awesome. Either way, like and subscribe. Let's get to the NFL Thanksgiving recap. 3 games, all different. Let's get right into it, though. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoy.
Protection. Goff gets hit. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds. Good snap, good hold, good kick, goodbye. Bears win it, and the 5-game losing streak is over for Chicago, and Matt Nagy
in a 9. Down the field they go, and it is a touchdown. Carr was looking at him. Now he goes the other side. Down the field to Zay Jones. That's going to generate another flag on
3 or 4 times. Start to get the rhythm of your snap.
All right.
Right? The movement?
Let's reset. One swig for
It should be fine.
Mark Davis, as both teams have so much on the line with one kick. Here we go. This time for real. And it is delivered. Good. The Raiders.
Allen. Intercepted. Quan Alexander. Beasley in motion. Allen looking at Diggs. Going at Diggs. Diggs got it. Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs from Shreveport. Simeon. Pass is high and incomplete. Instead of 3rd down. As he's missed on his last couple of throws.
Yeah, just a straight drop back. It's a right to left read. Nobody's open. Here comes Little Jordan. That's just a throw you gotta find a way to complete. Keep the chains moving. You gotta stay out of these 3rd and 10s. This is not where you want to be with this defense. This one they tune up the pass rush and they're able to play more shell.
Yeah, you saw there Tre'Davious White down on that play. Just talking about how good he is. They're checking his leg. Just
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NFL. We got the we got a Thanksgiving day recap or Thanksgiving recap. Either way, let's get right into it. First game we're gonna do, the 12:30 game, was Bears versus the Lions. This game was pretty entertaining, but kind of boring too. Final score was Bears. The Bears won 16-14. Bears snapped the 5-game losing streak, and they're now 4-7. Lions stay winless at 0-10-1. As you can see, Andy Dalton on 24 of 39, 317 touchdown pick. They really were throwing the ball downfield, really beating up that Lions secondary. They didn't run the ball a lot, and when they did, it wasn't good. They just couldn't run the ball. That's why Andy Dalton was pretty good. Darnell Mooney has a big catches. Cole Kmet and Jimmy Graham had a big game. Defensively, we'll get into it, and then for the Lions, we'll get into it after. Either way. First thing we're going to talk about is for the Bears offense to run the ball efficiently and play action shots. They didn't run the ball efficiently, but the play action shots did work because they were so focused on stopping the run that they actually bit on the play action. I will give their offense an underscore. They did play well enough for them to win. If they ran the ball more efficiently, I think they could have played a lot better, but they still played well enough to win. Their defense had a sack. They didn't really have to do much because, like I said, just stop the run. I'd say they did that. They weren't great, but they did their job. I give their defense a plus. They only gave 2 touchdowns. Is the Lions offense anything special? No, but they did stop the run. They contained it at least. They made them throw. Jared Goff was 21 of 25, 171, 2 touchdowns. He was really accurate. He had a huge fumble at the end of the game, though, that almost lost them it, but he had a bad fumble. But I said for them, run the ball efficiently, play action, no turnovers. Like I said, they had turnovers. They had some big plays, though. The run game was kind of efficient, but I will give them an underscore. They did play pretty good. They played okay. They were scoring some points. They weren't terrible, but they weren't great. Lions' defense wasn't terrible either. They had a sack, they had a pick, they made some big plays, but in the end, they just couldn't do it. Stop the run, pressure the QB. They did pressure the QB. They did stop the run. So I will give them an underscore. Both teams just were okay. I think it was just coming down to the Bears defense playing a little better, and as a result, they ended up winning. Next game, the game that was by far probably top 5 game of the year by far. Unless we have some crazy games coming down at the end of the season, which I guarantee we will. Either way, the Raiders go into Dallas on Thanksgiving Day in front of the whole nation. Well, it's not prime time, but I'll technically call it prime time. In front of the whole nation. They up to the Cowboys 36-33 in overtime. This game was amazing. The Raiders just found a way to win. They're 6-5. Cowboys 7-4. I really don't know what else to say about the Cowboys. Like, it's kind of embarrassing they lost this. They should have won, but yeah. The Cowboys have lost 3 out of their last 4. They should bounce back next week, but they've lost 3 out of their last 4. Raiders are 6-5. Big win for them. Either way, Derek Carr had a really good game, 24 of 39, 373 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Josh Jacobs was really good, 22 for 87 touchdown. Kenyon Drake had some decent carries. Mariota had a touchdown. Either way, their offense was phenomenal. Like I said, 30-plus points with the lead. They did keep scoring. They would never fell behind in this game. They were scoring. Run the ball efficiently for over 200 yards. They didn't run it for that much, but they ran it really well. Throw in the red zone. No turnovers. They did that exactly right. They had over 500. They had 509 total, 9 yards of total offense. They get a plus. They were awesome. Yeah, I get the penalties were assisting too. They were probably some of those shouldn't have been penalties, but they were still great. Hunter Renfrow had a big game, 8 for 134. Deshaun Jackson 3 for 102 and a touchdown. So yeah, Zay Jones had some good catches. And then defensively, they weren't great. They had a sack. They didn't have an interception, but they did get some big punts, a lot of 3 and outs. I said like pressure Prescott, they did do that well. In the red zone, they weren't great. Stop the run, they didn't do that amazingly well, but I will give them an underscore. They could have played better, but they did well enough for their team to win. Like, they didn't get absolutely pummeled. But yeah, down the stretch, they're going to have to play a little better. But then for the Cowboys, Dak was really good, 32 of 47, 375, 2 touchdowns. He did have some missed throws at the end of the game. Zeke got 9 carries. I'm not surprised. Tony Pollard got 1 more carry than him. Didn't really run the ball a ton. I don't know why. But run the ball efficiently, they couldn't do that well. Play action, they did do a lot of play action. They didn't really bite, though. Their offense does get an underscore, though, because they did have some big drives. They don't get a plus because they just didn't do enough to win. It just felt like that. The Cowboys defense, it was not their D-line. They had 3 sacks. They were stopping the run pretty well. They were bringing a lot of pressure. Here's the problem. Their secondary was doo-doo. Yeah, was it all on them? No, the refs weren't giving them any favors. But they were getting burned left and right. They were just not playing well. It's probably because they were on the field the whole game, but still. Stop the run, set the edge. They did set the edge. They did stop the run. Well, they didn't really set the edge, but they stopped the run. Their defense gets a minus, though, because their secondary was doo-doo. Great game. Yeah, Cowboys fans, you should be really mad. You probably don't want to lose that. They ended up losing it. And then the Thanksgiving night special. This game was nothing special. It was an absolute blowout. Like, no offense to the Saints offense, but your offense is so bad that you can't even move the football. There's a problem there. Josh Allen threw 1 interception, 4 touchdowns. Yeah, when you throw 4 touchdowns, you throw a pick. I don't think it matters. Ignore the other one. He got hit as he threw it. That's the one I showed you guys. He was getting hit as he threw it. The other one to Bradley Roby was a terrible throw. Really dumb throw, too. So, yeah, he threw a really bad interception, but the other one was just him getting hit. So, yeah. But either way, I said run the ball efficiently and no turnovers. They didn't run the ball efficiently really at all. Like, Josh Allen, of course, did, but Devin Singletary is just not good. That's all I have to say. Josh Allen was pretty good, though. Like, I wouldn't say they were great. I'll give them an underscore. But they could have played a lot better. They're just going to have to play better against the Patriots next week on Monday night if they want to win. Their defense, though, is the best in the NFL. They had 2 sacks, 2 picks. They didn't really even seem like they were trying. Even when Tre'Davious White was out, they even played better. This defense is just really good. Yeah, I said stop the run. They did that easy. They were awesome. They did what they always do. So, yeah. And then for the Saints offense, they were awful. Trevor Siemian was 17-29, 163 touchdowns. But he was pressured left and right. They couldn't run the ball at all. It was really bad. Little Jordan Humphrey was getting open. Ty Montgomery, checkdowns, I guess. No one was doing anything. That was the problem. I said score points without turnovers. They only scored 6 points, and they turned over the ball 3 times. Their offense was crap. Their defense, I gotta admit, though, they did have some big plays. They had 2 picks, a sack. They made some good plays. Pressured Allen, forced turnovers, stopped the run. They did what they were supposed to. They did give up 31 points. I will give them an underscore, though. Their defense, if this team wants to win any games, like, they could still make the playoffs unbelievably at 5-6. Bills are now 7-4. But I wouldn't surprise me if this team makes the playoffs because their defense is that good. But their offense is going to have to figure something out. But they're not winning any games. Either way, guys, like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. That's going to be the end of the Thanksgiving recap. Once a year, it's going to be so fun. Thanksgiving was awesome. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Let's get ready for week 12.